PullUpMagazine.com exclusive.
But ain't no friends in this business. Ain't no friends in this business. Ain't no friends in this business.
Gonna take a tour through the history of organized crime. See how they started out to the times of today. You can check out what El Chapo says. Follow me.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. You understand these rights as they were read to you?
We could kick it like a boot, but I do not know you. Ain't no friends, homie.
The lineup, bro. Guys ended up on this side of the wall, usually guilty of one thing or another. So crimes were held back in the early days. This is kind of like your first form of witness protection. One-way mirrors, you can see in, but you can't see out.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
George Patey shipped the bricks to Canada and painstakingly reassembled all 414 of them.
Now Lefty was actually connected to Murder Inc. Murder Inc. was the mob's police force. They did a lot of contract killings, responsible for over 1,000 murders. The first mob boss to be executed in Sing Sing prison with Old Sparky. If anyone's seen the movie Donnie Brasco, that's what this highlights, how the mob made $1.6 billion bringing heroin into the country, using tomato sauce cans and pizza parlors as their fronts. It's also the first time that law enforcement got involved with organized crime. Donnie Brasco, better known as Joe Pistone, his true name, he infiltrated the mob, the Bonanno family. So this building here was built in 1933. It was a federal courthouse in the U.S. Post Office. One of the most famous hearings held here were the Keefauver hearings, November 15, 1950. These hearings exposed organized crime from the east to the west coast. A lot of connections lead to Las Vegas as well.
But ain't no friends in this business. Ain't no friends in this business.
The Mafia. FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover downplayed its very organized crime was raking in over $15 billion a year, much of it from illegal gambling.
Organized crime cannot exist without an alliance between those in control of rackets and those in political authority.
A special Senate committee was formed to expose and destroy organized crime in America, led by a fiercely ambitious senator from Tennessee, Estes Keefauver.
This judge's bench right behind me here is actually bulletproof. There's a steel plate in between the wood, so if anything were to happen or occur, the judge could duck down and be well protected. So in this room here we're going into is the former judge's chambers of the courtroom. We refurbished it into Open City meaning that no one picking the mob family ran Vegas.
Now, what was the Rat Pack's connection to the Mafia?
So a direct connection to the Mafia. A lot of people assume that Frank Sinatra had connections. Frank Sinatra did have shares of the Cal Neva, which is located up in Lake Tahoe. Now here we do highlight Frank Sinatra with his attorney going to court. This is the Cal Neva. So Frank Sinatra's shares of the Cal Neva actually belong to Chicago mob boss Sam Giancana. This is what the mob is about, making money any way possible. So here in Las Vegas, they didn't have to rob you. Crime rates are really actually low. They made a lot of money off what you lost in the casino. 300 million, that was 4 casinos and 10 years. Howard Hughes is kind of responsible for bringing in corporate America. As Howard Hughes had no connections to organized crime or the mob, he came to Las Vegas to buy any unincorporated land. He had just sold TWA, so he was a billionaire at this point in time. Conspiracies, a deadly web. So So in this web, we highlight JFK and his ties to Judith Campbell, also Jimmy Hoffa and the disappearance, even Castro and what role he played with the mob.
He's a friend of mine.
So in this part of the museum, this is what you come for. This is the killings, the murders. Quite graphic here. This is an actual gas chamber chair as well. Nevada was the first state in the world to use gas for executions.
Best friends, they even still like bread. Now you aiming just to pop that leg. Shots fire aiming at his head. I just want that cheddar cheese. Leave it there, I'll make you bleed. Right? Yeah, I'm trying to be a man of the club. Carry that big black fat thing. Call it Ricky Ross. I'm the boss, pay the cost, and I lost.
Law enforcement is always trying to take down the mob. So in this section, we highlight uses of police force in taking down the mob. I've highlighted examples of the Pizza Connection, Donnie Brasco, how the FBI infiltrated the mob, but now you actually see law enforcement at work here. These agencies sharing information, DNA, fingerprinting, background checks. As all these files are then collected, you can see how they grow. These files then give you the outline of the organized crime family.
Stay off your phone. Don't talk about nothing on your phone. They've been tapping them since they was connected to the wall.
Was in my restaurant, which I would always locate, so it kept me aware that they were around us, and it was very difficult.
Mob Museum is also up to date on current crimes. We don't just talk about the history of organized crime in the past, we talk about the present as well as the future. El Chapo, the Sinaloa, these guys are the strongest right now. So strong that they were able to break into a prison, dig a tunnel a mile long, 30-foot ladder, and escape.
Include high-ranking officials of FIFA, leaders of regional and
There ain't no friends in this business. There ain't no friends in this business.
100 years of made men and their associates. Now this wall also breaks down some of the myths of organized crime in the mob. It's not just Italian, Irish, or Jewish. It's African American, it's Asian, it's Latino. It's not only just guys, we also have some women on here as well. Griselda Blanco, Payne Cowboys, bigger than Pablo Escobar. You've seen the movie Goodfellas, Henry Hill. He used to live here in Las Vegas. Kicked out of witness protection. Turned his back against the mob as well. He was here for our grand opening. A lot of people don't realize Don King, right next to Bumpy Johnson, the only African American involved directly with the organized crime family, part of the Genovese family. So African Americans do share a role within organized crime in our own way. Policy numbers is one of our rackets. American gangster Frank Lucas. This woman right here, Stephanie Sinclair, I believe it's Janet Jackson that's actually working on a Lifetime show to bring her to life. But she was the mob. She went against the mob. Judge Schultz, the guy that she really couldn't stand. Decided he was going to try to take over the numbers running. Hoodlum, Rage in Harlem.
Where does Schultz at up here?
Unfortunately for Rocco, he was found a couple of days later.
He pulls a knife, you pull a gun.
New characters and new stories to the mob movie genre.
Goodfellas is a movie about a real person. It's totally true. It's Henry Hill's story. It's the way he grew up and how much he loved that world and then his betrayal of that world. And I think it's a fascinating morality tale.
Sometimes the line between fact and fiction blurs. Pileggi recalls a story about the shooting of a particular scene from Casino.
Marty realizes that Frank Collada had actually done the murder. He had been given immunity and was able to skate on homicide. So Marty got rid of the actor got Frank Collada dressed, and he says, "You do it." And so if you see the movie, that scene, the man chasing him is Frank Collada, and he killed the real guy in real life, and now he does it all over again.
Have received many awards and accolades, including Best Museum, Nevada Magazine, and Deadly Companion Magazine.